Namaste. I'm gonna say it again, it's Friday. I can't believe it. The week has gone by so quickly. The longer we're in quarantine, the longer these weeks, or the faster these weeks are going by. And the weather's kind of crazy. It's raining. It's gonna be cloudy for the next few days, they say. So, 2020 doing its work. Today's gonna be a intermediate, kind of a slow flow practice. I think it's one of those days where it's just gonna be good to kind of chill out and stretch the body a bit. So whenever you're ready, grab a block. That's gonna be helpful. Also, if you have a strap, and that will help. We'll get into some shoulders and a little more in depth with the strap. So I wanted to just say, when we are doing anything with the strap, remember that it's an extension of, like, so say I'm doing it for my extension to lengthen my hamstring. I don't want you to pull so much with your arms and create more tension in another part of your body when you're trying to create extension in another part. So be aware it's a global position as we do our yoga movements. So even though you're feeling it maybe in just one area, I want you to incorporate the whole body in the posture. So your whole body is doing the whole pose so that it works in unison and with each other. So you're not forcing one area to open up another. And so we will do the strap and the block, and then let's get down on the mat. Oh, actually, no, before we start, I've been reading the Thought Power book, and it's a really quick paragraph today, so let's get to it. Thoughts as wireless messengers. Those who harbor thoughts of hatred, jealousy, revenge, and malice are verily very dangerous persons. They cause unrest and ill will amongst men or women. Their thoughts and feelings are like wireless messages broadcast to ether and are received by those whose minds respond to the same vibration. Thought moves with tremendous velocity. Those who entertain sublime and pious thoughts help others, remember this, who are in their vicinity and also at a distance too. So no matter how far away we are from each other, thoughts can travel faster than anything else in the universe. So keep that in mind. Thoughts are energy, but thoughts are also things, and they will attract the same energy to you. As you go through your day today, just try to keep your thoughts positive. All it takes is just changing your perspective on things. Gratitude is the best thing that you could do. So if you're having a hard day or if you're irritated with anything, especially with this coronavirus thing going on, just remember that we are very lucky, and just think of one thing that you're grateful for, and that will help change the energy of how you're feeling. And then again, it'll bring more positivity to you. So it'll just create a snowball effect, either way, good or bad. Okay, enough talking. Let's get onto the mat. If you want, you can use your block to sit on. Just make sure that you're comfortable. I want your hips to be grounded, so whatever you need to do that, but also be aware we're not punching or forcing the shoulders into the shape. So let's have the hands on the knees, lift the shoulders, and exhale, let them hang down. Again, inhale up, and exhale down. One more like that, inhale up, and big smile, take your hands to your heart. And just noticing how your breath is moving through your body. Incorporate a yogic breath, so the inhale fills up your belly and then directing the breath up into your ribs. Exhaling from the rib cage down to the belly and a slight engagement of the lower belly. Inhale into the belly, into the chest. And exhale from the chest down to the belly. Set your intention for your practice. What do you want to get out of your time today? Thank your body for being able to do this for you. Thanking your body for its ability to heal, its ability to move. Big smile, and as we inhale, let's open the eyes, reach the arms up. And exhale the right hand down, the left arm reaches over. Coming back up as we inhale, both arms up. Exhale over to the left. Keep pressing your right hip down. Inhale, come back up. And again, over to the right, bending that right elbow to get a little lower. Inhale up, reach through the fingertips, and one more over to the left as we exhale. Coming back up through center, reach the arms up, and exhale, reach the fingers forward, tucking the chin. Coming back up as we inhale, open the chest, lift the chin, and exhale to round. One more like that. Inhale to reach the arms up. Taking the hands behind you as we exhale. Plant the feet in front, fingers point towards you, and inhale to lift the hips up, reverse table. Exhale to lower down. Spread the toes. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, hips go down. Again, lift the hips. And with the exhale, come all the way down to the bum, and then walk your hands forward so we can come down onto the back. Ground your feet so that they're in line with your hips. Point the toes directly forward. Keep your hands right down by your side. And with an inhale, lift your hips up to bridge. We're gonna hold our bridge pose as we exhale. Just firm up your lower belly. Ground your left foot and inhale the right knee to the ceiling. And exhale the right heel to the ceiling. Start circling the ankle. Keep spreading the toes of your left foot. If this doesn't feel good, you can keep your hips on the mat. Let's circle the other way. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, lower the hips, taking the hands behind the right hamstring. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, hover the left leg just above the mat. Deep breath in. Fingers reach to the front or to the wall in front of you as we exhale, shoulder blades lift, take a deep breath in. Switch the legs on the exhale and hold here, inhale. Exhale to switch, hold here, inhale. Again, exhale, switch, hold here, inhale. Both legs to the ceiling as we exhale, bring your knees into your chest, hands behind your knees, roll forward and back for 3, 2, our last 1. Come up to a seat, hands behind you, feet in front, hips up, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up, squeezing through the glutes. Exhale, lower down. One more, inhale, bring it up. And with the exhale, the hips come down, bending at the elbows, coming all the way down onto the back. Plant your hands by your side, ground your feet, lift your hips, inhale. Stay here as we exhale, right foot stays down, left heel to the ceiling, and spread the toes, circle through the ankle. Really strong through your right glute and hamstring. Let's circle the other way. Inhale. Exhale, the hips come down, taking the hands behind the left hamstring. Right leg hovers, get it straight and strong. Take a deep breath in. Both heels press away from you. Exhale, fingers reach to the wall in front of you. Shoulder blades are up, inhale. Switch the legs, exhale. Keep pressing out of both heels, inhale. Exhale to switch, hold, inhale. Exhale, switch, hold, inhale. Left leg up next to right, knees bend, hands behind the knees, roll forward for 3 and back. Exhale, forward 2, inhale, back. Exhale, 1, we're gonna hold here, kick the legs up, boat pose, pull your shoulder blades back. If you need to, hands can be planted behind you. Knees can be bent. Deep inhale. Now the hands behind you as we exhale, the legs will stay straight, point the toes, and inhale, lift the hips up, reverse plank. Exhale, lower the hips down. Inhale up, exhale down. Just one more, inhale up. Exhale down, shifting the feet to one side, and let's make our way to table pose. When you get to your table pose, make sure that your hands are under your shoulders. Left knee is under the hip. The right leg goes back. The left arm goes forward. Straight and strong through the left arm and right leg. Lift it up. So notice here where your belly is. Notice we don't want it to arch. So pull your lower belly in. Think about pointing your tailbone to your right heel. So that's going to help to engage a little bit more into the abdominal wall. Left arm is by the ear. Take a deep inhale. Stay here for the exhale. Get firm through your belly. Inhale to lower the hand and the toes, tap down. Exhale to bring it up for 3, inhale down. Exhale up 2, inhale down. Exhale up 1, hold it here and inhale the left hand to the mat. Left toes tuck and one leg dog as you come up with the right leg. Still up to the ceiling. Now let's bend the right knee and point the knee to the ceiling. Let the hip fall over towards the ceiling so that the right hip is over the left. Deep breath in, push your armpits back. Now as we exhale, the right leg goes back up to that one leg dog and inhale both knees down. Child's pose on the exhale, sit the hips back. While you're down, just circle through the wrists here, spread the fingers, widen the fingers, and give your wrists a break. Big smile, check in with your breath, and let's come back to table pose. When you're ready, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, left toes step back, right fingers go forward. Now again, we're exhaling to find the power in the abdominal wall. I don't want you arching your back. Turn your left toes forward and push yourself out of your left wrist. Inhale. Stay here for the exhale, firm through that left glute. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale it up for 3, inhale down. Exhale up 2, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale, just the right hand goes down. Right toes tuck, one leg dog. Bend the left knee and get the heel to go to your right glute. Keep pushing your armpits back. Straighten through the left leg as we inhale. Left knee down as we exhale, we sit back, child's pose. Big breath into the low back. Long exhale, think about getting really low with the hips. Hands stay down, just walk your hands outside right of your mat. Keep pushing your left armpit to the floor and try to sink your left hip over to the left heel. Big breath to the left side. Stay here as you exhale. Think about pointing your tailbone down towards your heels. Walk the hands center as you inhale. Go slow, mindfully moving. And now the right hip sinks to the right armpit pushes down, and you make a bigger breath to expand the right lung. Stay here and get a stronger exhale. Inhale, coming back through center. Tuck the toes under. We're in table pose. We're sitting on the heels. If this is too much, you can bring your hands slightly forward. You don't have to completely sit right down. You can use your block, and that will give you a little more stability, or coming all the way down into your table pose. So obviously the higher you sit back, the more intense it's going to get to the toes. I want you to make sure it's something that you can hold comfortably enough that you're not tensing the rest of the body. So this is a perfect example that I'll see people, they want to get the toes to open up, but they try so hard that they're tensing everything else. Well, the tension here will cause tension here. So it's a global stretch. Let your exhale fall out of your toes. Take one more breath in. And exhale, walking the hands forward. Continue to walk them forward, and let's straighten the knees. We move to plank. Take a deep breath in. Lower the knees, exhale. So notice here, knees lift, the spine is straight. Exhale, knees touch down, but I'm not sitting my bum back. Inhale, knees up, but belly is strong. Exhale, knees down. So you're just in a plank on your knees. Inhale, knees up. Last one here, exhale, the knees come down, untuck your toes, and bend the elbows, coming all the way down to the mat. As we inhale, let's come into our cobra pose. Tops of the feet push down and lift your chest up. Bring your gaze 2 feet in front of you. and on the floor. Now think about your collarbones. Get them wide. Flatten your shoulder blades on your ribs and pull them down towards your hips. Check in with your feet. Lift through your kneecaps. Power your thighs. Deep breath in. Big smile as you exhale. Chin comes down. Toes tuck. Plant the hands. Plank. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale the right foot between the hands. So come forward to your plank and then the right foot steps down. Left knee comes down. Untuck the left toes. The right hand goes to the right knee. Start by reaching your left arm really far forward, creating that length on the left side. Keep sitting into your left hip. Draw the left hip forward and start taking the chest towards the ceiling. The left arm to the wall behind you. But have an equal arc from your left hip through to the left fingertips. One more breath in. Exhale, both hands framing through the right foot. Left toes tuck. Inhale, lift the left knee, and the left foot steps forward to meet the right. So we come into a forward fold at the front of the mat. Inhale to come up halfway, lengthen your low back and your belly equally. Exhale and fold. Do that again. Inhale to come up halfway. I want you to feel that in the glutes and the hamstrings, upper back, and exhale to lower. One more. Inhaling up halfway. Squeeze through the backs of the legs, shoulder blades back. Exhale to fold. Step it to plank. Inhale. On or off your knees, be lower on the exhale. Cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Right heel down, left leg up, inhale. Left foot between the hands, exhale. Bring your right knee down. Take your left hand to your left knee. Reach the right arm really far forward to get that length. And then as you start opening the chest, keep pulling your right hip forward. Arm reaches in the same direction that the hip is. So notice, in the opposite direction that the hip is. So notice we're trying to really open up that right side, that right hip, that right chest. One more breath in. Exhale, hands framing through the left foot. Right toes tuck, right knee lifts on the inhale. Ground your hands, plank. Exhale, hold your plank, deep breath in. On or off your knees, be lower for 4, 3, pull your shoulder blades back, 2, 1. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Take a slow breath into the upper back. Feel that all the way up to the arms, the fingertips. Stay here for the exhale, get a little lower. Inhale to come back up, downward dog, exhale. Walking your feet to the center of your mat. Grab your strap. Inhale to come up to stand, mindfully moving so the back is engaged. Once you find your standing position, check your feet, make sure they're underneath your hips, and spread your toes. Taking the strap a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. As we inhale, arch the back and let the head open, or the neck open so the head hangs back. And then just coming back up to neutral. So as we inhale, we lean back. We're trying to create some space in the shoulders and chest. And exhale, come back up to neutral. Again, inhale going back. And exhale back up to neutral. Taking the strap, keep it in the right hand. Bend the elbow. So the right hand's gonna go right behind the head and the left hand's gonna go behind the back. So see if you can reach the strap with both hands. Left hand behind the back, right hand behind the head. Now we're trying to keep the elbows in line with the rest of the body. So try not to tuck the chin or the elbows in. Elbow stays right by your forehead. Take a deep breath in. And exhale to release, taking the strap again a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart this time. As we inhale, reach the arms up when we're just side bending to the right, back up through center, and over to the left, Back up through center, so you're pulling with the arm to help get you back up to center. And one more on the left. Coming up through center, the left hand's gonna hold the strap, right hand releases, and then take a hold of the strap behind the back. Again, I want you to keep your spine straight as if you had both hands just beside you. The spine needs to be in its natural alignment for the shoulders to move around it better in proper alignment. So if you're rounding your back, the shoulders will not be in the proper alignment. Take one more breath in and direct it all the way up to the left lung. And exhale to release, again taking the strap a little bit wider than shoulder distance. As we inhale, let's reach the arms up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Take your left arm forward, side bending to the left. Take the right arm up. And then pull over to the right side. Left arm goes forward and we skim across the floor. And then the right arm goes up in line with the ceiling, and then side bend to the right. Then skim along the floor, so we're just parallel to the floor with the strap, and now we're parallel to the ceiling with the strap. We're going the opposite way, over to the left, folding so that we can get the strap parallel to floor, go over to the right. Now we lift the left arm all the way to center, pull it over to the left, and the right arm goes forward across in line with the floor, and then left arm pulls you back up to center. We're gonna hold here, deep breath in. Hands together as we exhale. You can release the strap for now, we'll use it again in a bit. Come back to the center of your mat. To the back of your mat. Hands at your heart center, find your feet, find your Tadasana, gentle lift of the knees, a gentle drawing in of the belly, and reestablish your alignment, reestablish your intention. Big smile, inhale. Exhale, let's bend the knees, squeezing the ankles together. Inhale, reach the arms up in line with the ears. Tuck your tailbone just enough that you can get the belly strong, but not so much that you're rounding your back. Inhale here, strong through the fingertips. Exhale, straight legs and fold forward. Walk the hands forward as we inhale, moving to downward dog. Exhale, bring the left knee down as we move to table. Bring the right leg up as we inhale. Take the left arm forward as we exhale. Right knee bends behind, left hand reaches for right foot and lift. If you can't reach the foot, just stay with the hand and the toes reaching away from midline. Take one more breath in. And as we exhale, right toes go way back. Tap the toes to the back of your mat. Come down to your elbows. Ground your right toes. Step your left foot back. Plank on the elbows. We're gonna hold here. Look to your fingertips. Pull your shoulder blades down and activate in between the shoulder blades. Lift your kneecaps. Get a little lower with your hips without dipping your belly. Push out of your heels, equally reaching out of your crown. Take one more breath in. Exhale, walk your toes towards your elbows, moving to dolphin. So we're trying to get a stretch into the chest. Push your armpits back towards your toes. Take a deep inhale. Don't let your elbows widen. Exhale, knees down. Hands on the mat, so we move to table, left toes step back. Inhale, right fingers forward and lift. Exhale, left knee bends behind, right hand reaches left foot, and then kick it up. Pushing the foot into the hand. So we're creating an activation of the left thigh, the left glute, and the right arm is opening up through the chest. Take one more breath in, get higher through the knee. As we exhale, straighten through the left leg. Take your elbows down underneath your shoulders. Right toes tuck, and left toes go down and left toes tuck. Right foot steps back. We're back into our plank on the forearms. Take a deep breath in. Push yourself out of your wrists and elbows. Exhale, walk your toes towards your elbows, dolphin once again. Armpits pressing back, Inhale, hips to the ceiling. Stay here, hollow your belly on your exhale. Don't hunch your shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale, knees down, sit back, child's pose. Take a slow breath in. And as we exhale, let's come up to the knees, tuck the toes under. We're gonna try to keep the toes tucked under. If it's too much, you can undo the toes and come back to sitting on the tops of the feet. So choose. See if you can take a break and then just come back up onto the toes. So we're just getting an opening into the feet as easily as possible. Arms out to a T. Take your left arm underneath your right, and we're holding opposite shoulders. Deep breath into your upper back. Stay here and exhale. Take the backs of the hands together. You want to make sure that your left elbow is still directly underneath your right. Left palm can reach for the right palm, but I don't want you hunching your shoulders here. Keep pulling your shoulder blades, actively drawing them down to create more strength in your upper back. Inhale to unwind the arms. Lift off of your toes. Untuck the toes. Come back to the sitting on the tops of the feet. Now we just lean back slightly and lift the knees an inch. So we're stretching out through the tops of the ankles and the toes. Don't force this. For some of us, we don't even need to lean back. This will be fine without lifting the knees. Take one more breath in. And exhale, coming forward to table. Tuck the toes under. Sit back to the heels. Arms out wide. Inhale. Left arm goes over as we exhale, holding the shoulders, or right fingers to left palm. But be aware, for some of us, when we try to take the palms together, the elbows will flip out. So I want you to, whatever you do, left elbow stays on top of right, then moving from there. So if it's too much to have the hands touching, it's not necessary. Soften your toes. Soften your jaw. Big smile on the inhale. And exhale to unwind. Untuck the toes. Deep breath in as we reach the arms up. Sit onto the tops of the feet as we exhale. Fingers lean back and knees lift up. Slow breath into the ankles. And exhale, coming forward to table. Tuck your toes and inhale, down dog. Take a slow breath in. Just notice how much freer your feet feel here. Exhale, walking your feet to the center of the mat. Inhale, coming up to stand, reach the arms up. And exhaling, hands to heart. Finding something to focus your gaze on, we're going to do a balanced posture. Spreading the toes of your left foot, take your hands to your hips, bend your right knee forward. Already notice if your hip shifted. Lengthen out of your left hip as if you were still standing on both feet. Once your right foot lifts, I don't want you dipping your left hip. So be aware that requires effort and engagement of the left glute and inner thigh, hamstring, and quad. Right knee turns out to the right. Keep spreading the toes of your left foot. Take the right foot to the left calf. Take your hands to your heart. Shoulder blades draw back. Here, focus on your foot. Left foot softening and spreading so that your upper body can adjust and move, and the lower body can adjust and adapt. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze your right glute to reach the right knee to the right. Squeeze your left thigh to engage your left hip. Arms come up as we inhale. Take your left wrist and exhale, side bend to the right. Now we really need to keep that left foot malleable and soft. And with the next inhale, coming back up through center, keep spreading the toes of your left foot. No big deal if you fall. Exhale, hands to heart, knee forward, foot down. So the trick really is to keep the right or the supporting foot as soft as possible. A lot of times we try to grip thinking that, well, subconsciously we grip trying to hold on. Gripping never works. Grasping never works for anything in life. So you gotta let things kind of happen. So be aware, the right foot, we've created the shape and the space. Now that's what we're gonna use to help hold us up. Hands to your hips, left knee lifts. Already notice if you shifted, get your grounding in the whole leg as if you were still standing on both feet. Left toes turn to the left and the left knee reaches to the left wall. Take it up to the right calf. Already here, feel an activation. The abdominal wall is strong, the right kneecap is lifted, hands to your heart, and push equally the hands together as much as you're pushing the left foot into the right calf. I don't want you gripping. All the way through the body should be strong but fluid. When you're ready, the arms come up. As you're moving the upper body, let the foot and the ankle adapt as they need to hold you up. Left hand to the right wrist. Start to go over to a side bend to the left. Keep active in your right glute. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, come back up to center. Left knee forward, hands to heart, left foot down. Slow breath in, big smile, close the eyes. And exhale out of the mouth. Inhale, open the eyes, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, walk the hands forward, step the feet back. As we exhale, we move into table pose. Shift the feet to one side and come down to seated. The legs long in front. Arms reach up as we inhale. Exhale, fingers towards the toes. If you can't reach the toes, take your fingers to your knees. I want you to keep your spine straight. So notice here, if you're rounding, try to draw your shoulder blades back. Just notice how that feels. And keep lengthening through the backs of the legs. Push down through the heels towards the mat, so that can help to give some activation. Take a deep breath in. See if you can get a little lower without rounding your back. Pull your shoulder blades back instead. Deep breath in, get taller. And exhale, come back up. This time we're taking the strap again. Taking the strap to the right foot, lean back and lift the right leg. Taking the hands as high up the strap as you can without having to bend the right knee. So if you're here, doesn't matter. Try to straighten the arm and the leg. Gentle bend in the knee is, of course, good. And now we turn to the right, and we're trying to get the right arm in line with the left. Now actively draw your shoulder blades back. So you're not necessarily pulling with the bicep as much as you're pulling with that space between your shoulder blades. Turn your gaze towards your right thumb and see if you get your spine up parallel with the floor, with the walls, and the arms parallel to the floor. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And as we exhale, take the right hand to the strap and bend the right knee, releasing the strap off of the right foot, right leg straight, and the strap goes to the left foot. Lifting the leg, gentle bend of the knee, right hand holds the strap, activate your back, and take the left arm to the wall behind you. Again, it's an activation between the shoulder blades. Squeeze them back. Keep the left knee just gently bent, but we're still active through the whole body. Take a deep inhale and exhale, coming back through neutral, releasing the strap off of the foot, coming right down onto the back. Left foot stays down, right leg goes up. Take the strap to the bottom of the foot. The strap will stay in the, so both straps into the right hand, and then wrap the strap around the palm. Take the right leg as far out to the right as you can, comfortably. If you need to, take your block and you can rest it as much as you need to. You can get it close to the upper thigh or further away towards the ankle. That will give you more space to open up the ankle or the inner thigh. So whatever works for you. If you don't need the support of the block, you don't need to use it. But I want you to find something that's comfortable enough that you're not forcing your body to hold the position. You're allowing the position. Now notice if you can relax a little more into your shoulders, a little more into your chest. Allow your eyes to close. Notice if your left low back is lifted. Take your left hand to the front of your left hip and try to bring it towards the floor. Actively drawing shoulder blades to the floor. Take a deep breath in. And with the exhale, the right leg goes back up to the ceiling. Now we take the strap into the left hand. Take your right thumb to your right hip crease, right where it bends. Let the right leg go to the left about 4 inches. Now notice the right hip does not lift. The right hamstring, the right outer thigh is starting to open up. If you want, press out of the heel a little bit and you'll really feel that into the back of the knee as well. Breath is long. Actively push with your right thumb into your right hip crease. Direct the hip to the front wall or to the front of your mat. Deep breath in and exhale to release, bending the right knee and release the foot down. Left leg up to the ceiling, strap to the bottom of the left foot, left hand holds the strap, and the left leg goes out to the left as much as comfortable to you. Again, if you need to, take the block underneath your outer left leg. And then wherever you are, notice here if you're really lifted on the right side, use your right hand to help keep the hip down. Breathing into the inner thigh. Every exhale, you get a little softer into the inner thigh, into the shoulder blades. And we'll come back up the left leg to the ceiling, taking the right hand to the left, to the strap, I should say. Left thumb goes to the left hip crease. Actively pull your left hip, or push your left hip to the front of your mat and let your left leg go over to the right. It's not going to be a big movement. And if you want more intensity, press out of the heel. It doesn't have to be a big movement to feel that either. And you're still using that left hand to help press your left hip away from you. Notice if you're hunching the shoulders or tensing through the jaw. Let your exhale carry you a little further down. Every exhale a little softer. And inhale, coming back up through center. Taking the strap off. Taking both knees to the chest, hands to the knees, and rock side to side. Coming back to center, hands behind the knees, roll forward to seated. Bring your left leg directly forward, right foot to the inside of the straight left leg. Square the chest over the left thigh and fold. So as we're here, we're trying to get long through the low back, long through the left leg. Don't force anything. Left hip draws back as the right hip draws forward. Next breath in, bring the head up, right knee to the ceiling, and take the right foot to the outside of the left thigh. Chest is tall, left hand or left elbow to the right knee. Turn your gaze to the back of your mat. Now notice here, I don't want you leaning. I see this a lot when people do this movement. Straighten your spine. Use your back muscles to turn you. The hand is there to help support you in the shape. The right hand is there to help lengthen your shape. Imagine your left hip, pull it back, and the right hip forward. And that's going to help to create more of a twist in your spine. The hand again, the right hand there is to help lift you out of your hip. Pull your left hip back. The gaze goes to the right, or to the wall behind you. Take a deep breath in. You're actively pulling the left hip back. And as we inhale, turning the gaze to the front of your mat, right leg goes forward, left foot goes to the inside of the straight right leg. Square the chest over the right thigh and fold. And just settle into the shape. We're trying to relax the body here. So don't force, don't pull, and just allow. Inhale to come up. Left knee points to the ceiling. Take the foot to the outside of the right thigh. Use your arms to help straighten your spine. Then we twist. The right hand or elbow to the left knee and the left hand behind you to lift you, not to sink. Pull your shoulder blades back. Notice where your chin is. Keep it in line with the floor. There's no need to arch your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades and use the strength of your back to hold you up. Left hip pulls forward, right hip pulls back. Deep breath in. And exhale, coming back through center. Separate the feet as wide as comfortable. And walk the hands forward to a wide leg fold. You can use your block underneath your hands, underneath your forehead, whatever works. You don't have to fold very far to feel it, so just go to what works for you. Let's move the toes, spread the toes, point them, circle the ankles. Inhale, coming back up to center. And as we exhale, bring the legs long in front. Bend your knees to get the hips close to your heels. Bring the arms up to the height of the shoulders. We're doing 5 roll-ups. Inhale, let's go down. Exhale up. That's 1. Inhale down. Exhale up, that's 2. If you need to, pull on your knees or lift your feet. Do whatever you have to do. But I want you to really feel powerful, even in the discomfort, even in the challenge. Last one. And let's come down. Bring the knees to your chest. Grab your block and taking the block to the knees. Bring the arms out wide. So notice that your knees are in line or over top of your hips. Push your low back to the floor. Arms out wide to a T, but your arms are stable and strong. Bring your knees over to the right without letting them touch the floor. Coming back up to center. Use the upper back to come back up. And then knees go over to the left. Really push down firm with the shoulder blades in the hands and exhale back up to center. And keep going side to side, and you're squeezing the block with the inner thighs. And this is gonna help to keep the lower belly engaged. When you roll back up to center, realign your low back, flatten it down. Keep squeezing the inner thighs, and I'm sure you've noticed the lower you go, the more intense it is. So again, it's not just a leg or an abdominal strengthener, it's also an upper back strengthener. You're using your back to get you up to center. Squeeze to come back up. Inner thighs engaged. Notice what's going on with your knees. Keep them over your hips and get your shins parallel to the floor. Let's go. We've got 2 more to do. Squeeze through the inner thighs. Realign your lower back. Last one here, over to the left. Coming back up to center, legs to the ceiling, taking the block in between the ankles. As we inhale, take the palms underneath your hips. So your hips are gonna lift just a little bit, like an inch or so, and then take your hands back down. Squeeze the block with your ankles. Inhale to lower the legs as low as you can go without arching your back. So really push your low back down and exhale the legs back up. Inhale to lower, keep squeezing the inner thighs and inner ankles. Exhale back up. We're not letting the back arch. Inhale to lower the legs, hover. Exhale, back up. We're not letting the back arch. 2 more. Inhale, hover. Squeeze inner thighs together. Exhale, up. 1 more. Inhale, hover. Exhale up. Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, the forehead goes towards the thighs, and release the hands now. The arms are beside you. Now as we inhale, the legs are going to stay as they are. Arms reach to the back wall, arms reach to the front wall. Inhale, go back, head goes down. Exhale, go forward, head goes up. Inhale, go back. Check with your legs. Push your inner thighs and feet together like you're trying to squeeze the block. 2 more. Inhale back. Last one. Exhale up. Inhale back. Bend your knees. Take the block and plant your feet. Lift your hips and take your block underneath your sacrum. So notice here, the block is not on your low back, it's not on your bum, it's right in between there. So on your triangle bone at your low back. The right leg goes long, and we're trying to open up that front right hip flexor. You can allow the hands to just rest on your hip bones. You can have them resting by your side. You can let the right toes fall out to the right. Just close the eyes here. Press into your left foot, drag your right foot back, feet next to one another, and now the left leg long. You can let the left toes fall out. If you're feeling a pinching in your back, just change where the block is. It might be too low or too high. You can flip the block to its lowest point if you need to. And direct your breath in through that front left hip. Let it go all the way through to the front of the left toes. And press into your right foot. Drag your left knee back. Pressing into the feet equally, just enough to take the block out from underneath you. And rolling the tailbone down to the mat. Taking both knees into the chest, lift the heels above the knees. Take your hands to either your hamstrings behind your knees or your hands to the outer edges of your feet. Happy baby pose, they call this. So elbows are in wide as your knees are trying to reach your side ribs. And let's go rocking side to side. You're still using some back strength here. You're pulling the shoulder blades down so that we can activate the back muscles and create some more movement for the hips. You're trying to pull the knees towards you. Last one, come to neutral. Take the left foot to the mat. Take the right ankle to your left thigh. Figure 4, stay here, or knees towards chest. The right hand can go underneath the right shin and hold your left shin or your left hamstring. Elbows squeeze in, and notice we don't hunch the shoulders. We don't lift the forehead. Let the upper back be as soft as the lower back. The tailbone is resting. Slow breath in all the way through and up to the collarbones. And exhale to release the left foot down, the right heel to the ceiling, and circle the ankle. Go the other way. Come back to neutral, right foot down, left leg up, left ankle, right thigh. Left knee falls to the left. You can stay here. This is a really good stretch for the hip. If you want more intensity, take the right knee to the chest. Take your left hand under your left shin, and you can adjust as you need, hands to shin or hands to hamstring. Again, if it's too much, have your right foot down and have your hands beside you. Shoulder blades are drawn back, and we're using a little bit of back strength here, but not so much that we're tensing the whole body. So notice where you're getting your effort from. Let your exhale release a little bit of that so your body can come into a little more softness. Big smile as you inhale. And exhale, let it go. Right foot down, hands beside you, left heel to ceiling. Circle through the ankle. And go the other way. And holding to neutral. Bring both arms and legs up to the ceiling. Soften your shoulder blades, soften your ankles, your knees, your wrists. Close the eyes. Keep a gentle smile on the mouth. A softening around the forehead, around the jaw. Softening through the limbs, the arms, the legs, using just enough to be here. Allow the arms to go overhead, elbows bend wide. Take the feet to the mat, the knees are bent, and let the knees go wide. Take a slow breath in, big smile as you exhale. Taking your right knee over to the left, so we can create a twist. Take a slow breath into the right ribs. And a long exhale as you come back to center and switching sides. When you're ready, left knee over to the right. Inhale, coming back to center. Knees to chest, forehead to knees. One last squeeze before we come into our Shavasana. The legs go long, the arms go long. Finding comfort in your Shavasana so that you're balanced on both sides of the body, on the left and on the right, on the front and on the back. Take a deep breath in. Let it go out of the mouth. Allow your eyes to close. And now is the time to let your body absorb your effort and your intentions, your strengths, your balances. We did a lot in today's practice, so just let yourself kind of rest here and just absorb everything that you've done. And when the mind wanders, just know that that's normal. You have the ability to control what's going on in your mind, and that's why we're here. Keeping that gentle smile. If you want to stay in your Shavasana a little bit longer, or much longer, please do so. This is actually the most beneficial pose that you can do. And then if you're ready to come up, and we will close the practice together. But whatever feels good to you. If you need to lay there, by all means, please do so. Hands to your heart if you're up. Close your eyes, smile. Feel the energy that you have cultivated in your body is powerful, it's healing, it's loving, it's compassionate. And all the energy and all of the thoughts and all of the intentions that are swirling within your body are creating a radio signal. And it's bringing all of that back to you. So be aware of what you're calling to yourself. Use this time, even if it's just a few minutes after your practice, to create that intention of thought. It's going to help so much. We are more spiritual beings than anything else, so let's use that wisely. Thank you so much for your time and your energy. I can feel it's positive energy. We've got a great Friday. So do what you can to make yourself feel good today. And like I said, it's just going to come right back to you. I'm sending it out to you. Love you guys. Namaste.